Well, one of the unique things I found is businesses, Darlene led me to this, and I'm sure it's the same in Martin County, who really want to help their employees, as you said, learn English, so they are bringing the classes directly to them. Take a look.
What is your employer address?
About 20% of America's workers have low basic skills, and that directly affects how much they can make. So improving one's education means improving their paycheck as well.
The program has made these students more valuable to us as a company because they can do their jobs better, and they are contributors to the company and to the success of the company in all ways. Their safety consciousness is raised in every part of their job.
Macario Hernandez knew no English when he began his job as a utility operator. He says learning the language is not easy.
I need to learn English because I want a better job, better position in this company.
Juan Gonzalez has been coming to these literacy lessons for years. At first, he struggled. Now, he is the mentor to the new students. He believes he has moved up in his job because of this help, but there is an even more meaningful benefit.
Last week, I went to the school for my son. So the person over there asked me if I read English or write English. I told them a little bit. So they gave me the form to fill it out. She checked and everything was good. So I felt happy that day.
A growing number of Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast companies are offering similar programs. But the Literacy Coalition wants to reach into municipalities like Boynton Beach, the first city to offer its employees free literacy classes.
Boynton has a mixture of cultures in our city, and we hire employees, and some of them struggle with the English language. We have Haitian employees, we have Hispanic employees, and maybe they didn't have that even spoke in their home. And so we work with them to help them because we want them to advance in their job careers.
The city gives workers 2 hours of paid help, but many want to reach past that time.
We've had employees that actually get so into it they volunteer and stay through their lunch hour, and in some cases maybe after work in the evening to take extra time.
At first, some employees were hesitant to sign up, but once here, they are hooked.
Yes, it had improved my writing and my reading skills.
At the very beginning, I was kind of afraid, but you loosen up through the time and then you start learning more and more.
The Literacy Coalition is hoping other cities will feel the need to teach their employees to read. Mayor Jerry Taylor says once you begin helping them, the possibilities are endless.
There's a song that comes to mind, says, "Fly me to the moon, let me dance among the stars." Well, we've flown to the moon, but I don't know that anybody's ever danced among the stars. But I think if you taught somebody to read, you could put your arms around yourself and you'd be dancing with a star.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Now, if you'd like to start your own workplace literacy program, please call the number on your screen. Again, that information will get to you. Listen to this. At least 1 out of 4 children who live in poverty will be held back at school. But effective family literacy can reduce retention. These are just some of the facts that my newest guest, welcome Cheryl Crowley, will share with us. Cheryl, you're the founder and president of your own company, Immediacy, Public Relations. But more importantly, you really kind of have dedicated your heart and soul to the Literacy Coalition.
Oh yes, I have for about 15 years now. I mean,
why the Literacy Coalition of all the nonprofits out there?
Well, there's so much passion within the organization anyway, and I mean I'm a lifelong reader. I mean I love to read, and what I do in my business, I mean that's a huge part of it. So I mean you need to have good literacy skills to be able to be in public relations and deal with the media. And I mean, you can't really function in life without being able to read.
I agree, and it was shocking to me in reading some of the numbers because I guess we assume, this doesn't affect me, so maybe I don't need to know about it. But Once you started getting involved in volunteering, what was some of the, I guess, facts you found out that did surprise you?
Well, it's interesting. Most people don't realize that there's about just close to a quarter of our adult population in the county. They read at the lowest level of literacy, and that's well over 100,000 people.
Wow.
Another statistic that we still use is that like 38% of our kids going into fourth grade can't read it at their grade level.
That's just surprising in this day and age, and with all the technology and the internet and everyone on iPods and all this, you would think that everyone could read.
Right,
I mean, you kind of assume it. Now, the reason we're all here is to get more people to do what you're doing. So I want you to kind of tell people, you've gone over and above, but there's everything from 2 hours to, the countless hours you put in. What do you get out of it?
Oh, what do I get out of it? So much more. Literacy is a part of me. I mean, it's what gives me, it's what I do. It is my passion. And just knowing that each day and each week that I'm helping literacy, I'm helping somebody's life to be better. I mean, I know that when I see the people out in our Belle Glade program and I see how far that they've come, they can, read. I mean, they're going to school, they're going to college, and they're getting great jobs. I mean, that's extremely rewarding.
It really is, and I certainly saw that program firsthand, and it rewarding doesn't even describe it. Some of the other programs that they have and that you've helped support with the level literacy luncheon and everything are aimed at the youngsters, the
Yes, they are.
preschoolers.
Yes.
Because as we said, the facts are that the younger you can get books into hands,
Right.
the better their whole lives. Not just school, but their chances of getting out of school, their
Yes.
chances of getting a better job. So next up, you're going to meet a woman who has spent her time reading to little ones. You won't even believe how long, and the benefits, like Cheryl, that she has gotten from this. Take a look. These preschoolers in West Palm Beach enjoy the playground like any others, but the facts show growing up in a lower-income neighborhood like this one means they will enter school at a disadvantage from the very first day, unless they are introduced to reading early on.
Okay, what's this animal right here? What do you think that's called?
A horse.
A horse? How's a horse?
That is why Susan Spencer has spent the past 10 years in an area many warned her not to volunteer in.
This neighborhood was not the neighborhood necessarily that most of the volunteers felt comfortable in going to. And I grew up in New York, specifically in Brooklyn, New York, so that was just fine with me, and I felt if there was a need, I wanted to fill it.
Susan began sharing books with little ones here before they could walk.
The children that I dealt with initially were the children who were about 1 in one of the groups, and some of them would come crawling and they would be listening to the stories, some of them eating the book while they were listening to the story, and then I would do the 2- and 3-year-olds and then the 4-year-olds.
Studies show children who are read to frequently nearly double their literacy skills when they enter school.
And what was amazing is from year to year, the children who went up from group to group, you could see the reading readiness, that if you start them at 1, seeing an adult turn the pages of a book and a story come out and participate with them and ask them questions, that by the time they are 3 or 4, reading is just part of their lives that they love.
And while she knows her love of books has inspired the same in these little ones, Susan says it's the relationship with them that keeps her coming back each week.
It was a mutual love affair. I think the kids enjoyed me. They gave me the name Miss Susie, that's my alias, and I enjoyed being with them, and it was wonderful. It's a love fest is what it really is.
And she wants others to realize the need for help in neighborhoods like this one.
You live in this county. You reap the rewards from this county. Why not put something back?
And if that doesn't inspire you to volunteer your time, Susan has an even better reason.
But why should people do it? Because it really is a taste of honey.
What are these? Strawberries.
Are you ever smart? And what color are the strawberries?
Red.
Right!